I graduated out of IIT Delhi, my first job was in a textile mill. And as a IITian, I walked into the textile mill with the usual ego, in your head that you are from IIT, so you are special. And when I worked for the first 6 months was a complete unlearning of what I carried from IIT. I saw that people with no academic qualifications were doing as well. They were producing in the textile mill as well. Okay, so it was a very humbling thought, and that started a cycle where I began seeing excellence without looking at your mark sheets or without looking at your percentages. And to be sure, I found it. I mean, I did find people who were excellent in what they did, never mind what their percentages were or never mind what their qualifications were. So what really happens is that by this unifocal pressure on marks and percentages, we are really not developing the full perspective in the minds of the students as to what real life is all about. And what is the purpose of education if it's not preparing you for real life? It's nothing. So any education that gets stuck into the rut of marks and percentiles or percentages is actually doing a disservice to the nation and to the students at large. That's my opinion. The preponderance of marks and percentages also leads to another unfavorable or adverse condition, which is that since that is defined as the holy grail, the teaching content is also organized in accordance with scoring or not scoring. So the content innovation stops, the experimentation in classroom stops, and then the whole thing becomes routine. It becomes a game, and students figure out how to score marks, and they game the system. All right. We have lost by having the system settle down to this level of equilibrium. We are losing a huge opportunity. Now, what happens is that these students graduate from universities with this mindset, and they come into an MBA classroom. That is the time when they have to unlearn everything, because problems in management do not come well defined as they are specified in your textbooks, in your undergraduate classes or school classes. Problems are not even apparent when they appear to you. They are ambiguous, they are complex. And how do you really make them see that the problems that you are going to solve haven't been defined yet? So you have to defocus students from the whole concept of marks and percentages. At Bennett, what we do is we have a grading system, and the grading system is derived from multiple components, and many of those components are linked to their reflective ability, their critical thinking ability, their expression, and how they define the problem. And therefore, I personally don't like to fail students. I like to think of students as they have reflected well or not reflected well. If not today, there will be a time tomorrow they will reflect well. So management is not a subject where you can fail, if you ask me.